Wake for morning in the bowl of night has flung the stones that put the stars to flight. And lo, the hunter of the east has caught the Sultan's turret in a noose of light. Dreaming when dawn's left hand was in the sky, I heard a voice from the tavern cry, awake young things and fill this cup, before life's liquor in this cup be dry. As the cock crowed, those who stood before the tavern shouted, open then the door. You know what little while we have to wait, and once retired, may return no more. Happy full moon in Scorpio, folks, right here. Not a blue moon, purple, you decide. I've called this full moon the Chubbs Peterson full moon because let's turn some light on here. Just like Chubbs Peterson in Happy Gilmore, we've got to ease the tension, baby. It's all in the hips. There is some tension in the air, as with any full moon, but the Scorpio full moon is always a bit extra loaded. And if you know anyone with a Scorpio moon natally, or if you indeed have one, you'll know the depths to which that placement goes. I felt very deep today, very introspective, very mellow. And although there's been an urge to want to go out and do things and get stuff done and be productive and do 100 things all at once, I've managed to do pretty much none, and I've just had to be okay with that. Sometimes when you go through these moments of nothing is quite sticking, it's really an inevitable forcing of your attention back to the present. And it was a nice reminder that that is really all we've got, and you'd be wise to return to it instead of scrambling in 100 directions to try and get away from that unshakable truth. The poem I read earlier is the Rubáiyát of Omar Khyyamm, the opening stanzas of. It's a much, much longer poem. One of my favorites from the Persian poet Omar Khyyamm, who lived around 1050, so you know, a long time ago. And he was a polymath and a brilliant writer, very insightful. And he was born in May. So I believe that would have made him a Taurus. I have to double check though. I think he had a lot of Gemini. Let's presume he is for the sake of this. This poem speaks of drinking the wine of life, drinking and supping the marrow, and it acknowledges that we don't quite know what any of this is, but we do have the now, and we do have each other, and we do have wine in the tavern. No doubt this man was a Taurus and an Epicurean, and I guess that was his solution for navigating the strange days. Be amongst the tavern rather than the church, perhaps. Be amongst the people, be in the marketplace. Well, that's where real life is, where real interactions are to be found, and probably where real divinity is. If God is anywhere, it's in the market. Maybe less so the tavern, depending on what hour of night it is, and what tavern. But it got me thinking, because with this full moon, we're in Taurus and Scorpio territory. And the sun is in Taurus, obviously, and the moon is in Scorpio. And it's sort of life and death. It's the richness of life, the five senses, the marrow, against death itself, transformation, depth. No sooner had Uranus moved into Gemini earlier this week in my 8th house than I learnt that a very close family member had died. And that will necessitate a long trip back to my point of origin, which brings feelings of mixed feelings, apprehension, love, grief, the works, everything that Omar Khyyamm talks about in this poem and other poems of his. And I thought it was an apt passage to read for this particular full moon, this particular moment, where there is a degree of tension, a degree of transformation, and a sense of things changing, and a sense of intensity, but not to any serious tenor. I feel like this is quite a manageable full moon. What's your vibe out there? I'm, as ever, keen to hear. But just wanted to share that with you and provide a little reminder that we can always ease that tension through wine, song, poetry, through being in the present moment as much as possible, remembering what's important, remembering that life is short, and that's all in the hips. So ease that tension. I wish you a wonderful full moon, and I'll see you on the other side of it.